7th, 2011. This is going to be the new arts and crafts room. I love the color of the walls, but the floors are gonna go. Well, the floors are gonna stay, but they're gonna be changed. So here we go. A little before and after photo. Got some stuff in my closet shelf I need to clean out. And yeah, there's my big red gaudy Christmas wreath that I love. I'm leaving it there. It should not fall and get in the paint. That would be a bummer. So here we go. Getting ready to use some primer. And that's just stained. But I think that might actually be the exact color the floor is going to be. And that is also just stained. I'm going to use some primer. And I'm going to prime the floors. And I'm going to be using Bullseye. Zinsser's quality since 1849, water-based interior and exterior primer for all surfaces. Sticks to all surfaces without sanding, seals uniformly, blocks stains, dries in 1 hour, use with any top coat. And then it says it again in another language. Mold and mildew resistant film, rust inhibitive, white, tintable. I'm not tinting it though. Here's the floor. Scrubbed it a whole bunch, and I still cannot get it clean. I think what I'm actually doing is trying to scrub off wall paint. This is the color of the walls, and there's a lot of wear and tear on this tile. It's from 1978, and I think what I was doing was trying to scrub off the wear and tear of the tile. So there we go. I'm excited to be painting it. So today it's going to get white primer. Woohoo! Let's get started. Just finished priming the floor, and I'm overall pretty excited about it. A few things that I didn't think of. The next time I prime a room and it's a really stinky primer and I have to open the window, turn the heat register off, because that's wasteful. The other thing I didn't think about is the white border around the bright white primer now looks filthy because this is really super bright white and new, and that's white and kind of like 2 years oldish. So I'm rethinking about painting over the molding because it's really clean. I just cleaned it all last night and again this morning, but it's a totally different shade of white, which is okay because I'm actually painting over this white primer a different color. The other really cool thing I wasn't expecting but was a really neat thing that have happened is you can still see the tile, see the hexagons and the diamonds in between. You can see the shape of the tile underneath the primer, and I think that's so exciting. So there'll still be some texture. So there we go. Floor primed. I am ready to paint the floor. And I didn't really go over this yesterday, but I showed you the primer, and I also have a paint roller, a paintbrush, a paint stir, obviously a thing to open the paint can, and an edger. This handy dandy fantastic edger saves me from taping. I hate to tape. I find that tape doesn't ever work. I must not know how to use it. This edger, all it does is it goes along whatever area you don't want to have paint, and those little black wheels on the top keep the paint from getting on whatever surface you don't want paint on, whether it be your baseboard, whatever. So that's what I'm using to go around all the edges of the room. And here's the color I'm going to use, that blue color. Again, this green color is just stained. It's just from washing out the tray. But those two colors, that blue and that green, that's the color. Those are the two colors in our playroom. So it's a playful playroom, but even that room's getting a makeover soon. So let's hope I have enough paint, because there's not too much left in that can. Crossing my fingers. I'm going to get started. A quick side note, if anyone is out there watching and they have this kind of flooring, this old linoleum tiled flooring, and they're just trying to figure out if they want to do this, if you have the patience and you're not trying to get through it during a very quick nap time like I am, if you use this edger and you go around the edges really gently, you get this really cool stamped effect, since the tile flooring has, I don't know, ridges. It's like raised a little, it's like textured. And if I had time, I might actually make the whole floor look like this. I just wanted a quick share. That looks really cool, but I don't have the patience nor the time to do it. I also started a big portion of the floor, so I just wanted to show that off. That I thought was really, really cool looking. So there you go. That's, oh, and also that's how the edger works. You dip it in your paint, drag it around, and then you don't want to leave it like that without blending it because you'll end up with edging lines. So let me go so I can fix up my edging lines. But anyway, I thought that looked really, really cool. And there's other floors in the house that I'm going to paint over the tile linoleum. So I might try that later. We'll see. Okay, that's off. It's finished. This is my new bluish green arts and crafts room floor, freshly painted. And I couldn't be more happier. It looks fantastic, I think, with the color of the walls. And now I'm noticing that the ceiling is white. And to me, that just looks like another surface that could use another color. I know that sounds backwards. You should paint the ceiling first, and then the walls, and then the floor. But the walls were this fantastic color when we moved here about 1.5 years ago. The floor was gnarly, and I wanted to paint it then. There were other things that were a top priority, a higher priority. So that's what the deal is with the walls and the floor. And now I'm noticing the ceiling needs a color. But anyway, I'm really excited about my floor. Again, I just want to comment that, I don't know if you can see, the linoleum tile, whatever it is, underneath the paint, you can still see the shape of it, which I love, and the texture of it. Of course, the texture is still there. So there's a diamond, and the other shape, that's a hexagon. I think in one of my other videos I called it an octagon. Wait, no, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's an octagon, and in one of my other videos I called it a hexagon. So anyway, whatever shape that is, I'm excited that you can see it underneath the paint, that it just gives a great texture. So there it is. I'm really excited to move all of our arts and crafts supplies in this room, and perhaps when it gets all finished up and we get all moved in, I'll make another video. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.